Hey guys, I see, wow, we got a lot of people on there. Good to see y'all. And yeah, second time around today. uh, and if you see right over here on the bottom right hand side of the screen, there's all the comments. Now, whenever my guest comes on, I'll turn off the comments so it won't distract from what they have to say. Hi, Pat, Melvin, Patty, Sharon, good to see you again. Amanda, you're back. Hi. Let's see. Melvin, Gary, good to see you back again. Who all's in here? Patty, Sharon, Melvin, the shizzle. Aw, good to see you. Yeah, I tried to take a nap in between. I love you too. Yeah, I tried to take a nap in between the test run and now, and didn't happen. Couldn't sleep. Hey, Tracy. So we have a fantastic evening planned. Hopefully the little technical difficulties are taken care of. Hey, Robert. Oh, okay. All right. They're fixing it. Their computer wasn't plugged in. Yeah, because they were on and they lost. Oh, hey, Tara. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll let them know that you're driving but you're listening. Hey, Patrick. Yeah, but tonight we will have Ron Howells, the Bigfoot Biker. Now he is from southwestern Pennsylvania. And I know that you guys probably down south are not familiar with him, but he dresses up in Bigfoot costume and rides around on his motorcycle. And he goes around and to the different festivals, and he spreads the news about his organization, which is to help military veterans who are having problems with PTSD. That is his mission in life, which I support all the way, 100%. And he has a friend who is out researching with him right now. They're currently out in the forest in northwestern Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if they're in the Allegheny National Forest or not. I think they are. If not, they're here in Pennsylvania somewhere. Yeah, whenever they come on, yeah, I'll let them introduce themselves. In the meantime, we have a camp out coming up June 19 through the 22nd in Allegheny National Forest. All the information, including the link to make a reservation, is on Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project Facebook group. If you are not a member of the group, if you're not on Facebook, contact me and I'll send you the link to the campground with the information. But that's June 19th through the 22nd in the Allegheny National Forest. Let's see, what else do I have? Really nothing else other than this past weekend. My organization, Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project, we celebrated our 10th anniversary. from whenever I first formed my organization. It surprised me, whenever I got the notification from Facebook that 10 years had gone by. And it kind of went by me. It went by so fast. And here we are at almost 20,000 members. We would have been over 20,000 members, but we're pretty picky about who we let in. And we've booted a few trolls and not admitted a few people who were a little sketchy. Hey, Chad. Good to see you. Sandra. But in October, our YouTube channel will be celebrating our 10th anniversary. 10th anniversary for the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project YouTube channel. So I'm real excited. This year, 2025, it's a year, that, I want to reach more goals. I want to reach those goals. I want to surpass those goals. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it. And, whenever I first, Ron isn't on yet, so I'll just gab until they come on, until they get their technical difficulties fixed. But 2014 and 2015, see, what happened was I retired from my job in 2014. I retired early. I was happily able to, I was able to squeak by, without having to work until my 67th birthday. Thank God I didn't have to do that. But that gave me the time to devote to my learning about what was going on my property and learning about, where else, this creature was going, in our area. And so that gave me the time to really explore our area and to talk to my neighbors and talk to people all around the community. Thank you, Patty. And I kept talking to people, and in my area, in my neighborhood, in the community, and very, very few would admit that something was going on. Now, my next door neighbor, I knew for a fact that she would have to know that something's going on, because I would hear the vocals all the time. And she had a big German Shepherd, and he would react, whenever the Bigfoot was around. And so I just kept reaching out, and people just kept saying, no, nothing's, haven't seen anything, ha ha ha, no Bigfoot around here, you know how you hear. So I figured, well, okay, let's just expand beyond my little neighborhood, our community, our township. I had gone to the Finding Bigfoot town hall meeting for one of their episodes. I tried to connect with the big organization, well, two of them, the big one here in Pennsylvania that is now since defunct, and the nationwide BFRO. I tried to talk with them. I tried to just compare notes, see what I was observing, what I was learning, and, where I was going. Is this what they were experiencing, what their witnesses and investigators were experiencing? And they wouldn't talk to me. So I found another organization, a local organization, very good people. In fact, I'm wearing their t-shirt. It's called the Center for Cryptozoological Studies. That's run by Brian and Terry Seach, and very good people. Fred Saluga, he is head of their West Virginia chapter, and such good people, good friends. I cannot recommend them highly enough. And they helped me out quite a bit whenever I would have a question about certain people in the community, in the Bigfoot community. They had been around for like 30 some years. So they were able to answer me and give me heads up on people in the Bigfoot community. Erica, good to see ya. Chad. Erica. Oh my goodness. Melvin, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But Brian Seach, who will be my guest, I think it's not next week. Let me double check when Brian will be on. He will be on June 25th. Yeah, Brian Seach will be on June 25th. So you'll get to meet the man who's in charge of this organization. In fact, I'll probably just wear it again that night, in honor of him, and thanks for all of his help, he and his wife, his team, and Fred Saluga, just wonderful people. Fred Saluga, if you guys remember him, he was on a couple months ago, maybe a month or two ago. And let's see. All right, hold on a second. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, nothing, no updates yet. Their computer wasn't plugged in. It says we're on, but they're not. Okay, I'm going to send them a text and see what the problem is. You like that hat, Melvin? Yeah, both of them. The fight, 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 and the Trump 2020 hat. Yeah, I was on a little bit earlier, and I told a little bit about, we live here in Western Pennsylvania, only about 30 minutes from Butler, Pennsylvania. So, of course, I was watching. I wasn't at the rally in Butler, Pennsylvania that day. Thank God. I would have had a heart attack. but we were watching it live on television. Okay, looks like they're going to try to get back on again. Okay, the shizzle. Here's a weird coincidence. The fairly new big flat screen that I usually mirror or watch lives on and use my phone to interact has stopped working since your last live appearance. Well, that's weird. That's weird. Well, maybe, I do the same thing with my Roku TV. I watch the lives up on the big screen, but then I don't cast though. From my phone. I watch it on my phone and interact. Get on the chat on my phone. Okay, Melvin, you have the fight flag hanging out front. All right. Okay, and it has audio and will turn on, but the screen stays black with a light behind it. It's weird. I don't know. Do you cast or is it through Roku? Aw, thank you, Erica. Yeah, apparently they're trying to get back on again. Okay. Oh, your other TVs, which are older, still work, and they're the same model. That's weird. I know. Anymore. Well, for the past 20 years, I have insisted on getting, any new TV that we get. I insist on only Samsung, because some of the other ones, you get a really good bargain initially, but then they die, like the cheapo ones that you get on Christmas sales. But yeah, I only get Samsung televisions. Okay, and you do it. You cast through the app on your TV. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe your TV's gone bad. I don't know. Your phone is a Samsung. Yeah, I went against the type for that. My phones and computers are Apple. All right, click on get on stage, or I can't remember. Does anyone who's appeared on here remember what the button says whenever you're backstage to get on stage? Because I can't remember what that says. There he is. Okay.
Hold on.
You made it.
There we go.
You made it.
I don't know what happened.
Well, hello.
Hi.
Here we
Okay,
are.
guys. Jason Kenzie and Ron
Do
Howell.
this the whole time. Just like this with my one eye. Hey, everyone.
Let's see if I can fix that some way. There we go. Now we can see.
Here we are.
Here we are.
All right, so I gave a little introduction for Ron, but Jason, could you introduce yourself, please? Jason, could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I am a Bigfoot researcher.
Mute.
Oh shit! No,
It's on.
No, can you hear?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
You
can?
keep freezing, though. You keep freezing
okay.
up.
How about now?
Yes.
Really? Does he freeze up too? Imagine it was just me that freezed up.
Yeah, you.
Here.
Yeah,
Am I frozen?
might be. Yeah, there you go. There's your hand. It suddenly appeared, and we can hear you.
Okay. Well, anyway, I was an animal forest journalist for 25 years and traveled the world meeting people with amazing animals. And I got into Bigfoot researching for these creatures in 2019. I produced a whole bunch of Bigfoot documentaries, about 17 Bigfoot documentaries called Searching for Sasquatch.
Oh,
And yeah, they stream worldwide on a lot of platforms, like streaming platforms like Tubi and Plex,
okay.
Fossum, another one. Anyway, that's me.
All right. All right. Very good. Now, are you from Canada?
Yes, I'm from Vancouver, Canada, about
what-
45 minutes away from Harrison, Hot Springs. And
Okay.
Harrison is like the epicenter of Sasquatch sightings, allegedly, anywhere in the world.
Okay. What province is that?
British Columbia.
British. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm more familiar with Ontario and Quebec.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's still the provinces in Canada, right? Think so?
I
Yeah,
believe.
I believe.
So far.
So far, for now, anyway.
Yes.
So we're here in Pennsylvania right now on doing a Bigfoot expedition and looking for any evidence of these creatures. It's your backyard.
Yeah.
So not exactly where we are, but kind of where are we?
We're up in the mountains in Mount Davis. I've spent a lot of time up in these mountains several years back, and it's great to be able to get back up here and follow back up with some of the research that I've done. So here we are. You know, we're out here getting into the old wilds where I used to do the investigations. So it's great seeing this.
He's lying. We're in the parking lot of the Hilton. It's right in front of us. Hey, how's it going?
I was waiting for that. This is not a backdrop. This is real. We're in the woods.
Yeah, tell the Hilton they have bad Wi-Fi.
Make sure that green screen doesn't fall down, guys.
Yeah, if anybody's ever watched his documentaries, this is him. We've been having a blast.
All right. Yeah, you'll have to give me a link for it so I can put it up on the description.
Oh, that would be great. You could probably find it up on your. Yeah, we'll do. We'll do that later.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, how did you get into? Do you do? Mary, do you do Bigfoot researching yourself? Do you go out into the dark forest looking for giant monsters that could just rip you apart in a heartbeat?
Ask Ron. He may know. I'm not sure if Ron knows my history or not.
I don't know all of it.
You don't know
I do know that she does. No.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have been extremely close to being, I've been bluff charged. I've seen 5. And
at the same time?
Pardon me?
At the same time? You've seen 5 of them at the same time?
No, over 5 decades.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck. I mean, we're going into another decade, so get ready. Soon there'll be 6.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Always. Yeah, I've seen 3 in here in Pennsylvania, 1 in Ohio, and 1 in Oklahoma. So I travel all over for them.
Oh, that's cool. So how do you find them? Like, how do they find you, I should say?
That's the trick right there. They find me.
They find you,
I,
yeah.
yeah, I go to where chances are I check the maps, Google Maps, and the topo maps, and find a good spot, and usually there they are.
Well, we've been doing it all wrong.
Yeah, I know, right? Get
Hey,
your map
Google, where is Bigfoot? He's right behind you. He's going to eat the short blonde guy. Damn it. Oh,
Google's answering him.
ah,
Oh my goodness, Google.
you
just
have
said
no
there's
idea what you're
evidence.
talking about, okay?
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. I can't believe it doesn't answer me.
I know, right?
He says it's impossible that Bigfoot is behind you because there's no proof of it.
Yeah, it's back there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, don't you know Mary? Mary has seen them 5 times and almost 6.
Yeah.
Do you get scared? So did you physically see, like, daytime? Like, did it step out in front of you? What did it look like?
Well, the first one was whenever I was 11. And yeah, it walked out in front of me. I was hiking on a trail, and it walked out in front of me and stopped and looked at me, and then he walked on.
Cool.
Yeah, he was about, I don't know, about 30 yards away. And
Oh.
then the second,
No.
the rest of them most of them were during the daytime. And there only one at nighttime.
That's cool. Well, you've seen.
Yeah, I've had my sighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what got me into this. And
yeah, I want to hear about,
just
yeah.
back out. Okay. Well, I was 13 years old on a family farm, and I was going into the woods where I always go with my bike, and it was standing right there, keeping me from going into the woods. And just like everybody else knows the description, 10 foot tall, broad shoulders, dark figure, and he growled at me. And as a kid, he turned around and went back to the house. So, and this is kind of where the story begins with me as far as doing what I'm doing now. You spend all those years, thinking about what you saw and how it affected you with your life. It brought up questions, and I would talk to people about it, and they would dismiss you.
Yeah.
So I know every single one of us out there that has had our sightings, has had done our research. It doesn't matter what cryptid it is, whether it's paranormal, people do ridicule, and it's in normal life. And, I spent a long time dealing with ridicule. So, you get into your older years and you continue this research because you fall in love with it. It's become a passion.
Yes.
And so
when you were on the bike, you're on the bike.
Yeah, it was a dirt bike, by the way.
Oh, it was a dirt bike.
Yeah.
I was thinking pedaling bike.
No.
Like, ding ding with a little bell. So when you said it stopped you from going into the woods, do you usually go along that trail?
Yes.
So it stopped out and went like, no.
Basically.
Going through.
Basically, yeah.
Wow. Did you turn around and?
No.
Oh, you actually passed it?
I turned around and went the other direction because I was starting to head towards that entrance, and like I said, I was on my bike, and I something made me just stop. I just had this weird feeling that I needed to stop, and when I did, I shut the bike off, and I could listen to the forest and everything, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, wait a second, that's the direction I got to go. It's standing right there. So that's basically where that happened. So started to bike up. And now, if anybody knows of anything about the old 3-wheeler bikes, they were pull start.
Wait, you had you had a trike, I guess.
It was a trike dirt bike, yeah.
Wow, and they tip easy.
Yeah, they did.
So you're lucky
that
lucky when you turn around.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the first thing was I was lucky that it started because it was a pull start, and you never know when it's not going to start. So I was panicking, you know.
Maybe the Bigfoot wanted your trike.
Maybe.
Like, oh, look,
maybe.
Oh.
Maybe he wanted to take her for a ride. I don't know. I mean, you know, if one come up to me now, it's like, let's be friends, you know. But there's a lot of stuff that I've learned over the years, just being out there in the woods, just the peacefulness of the woods, and just getting connected with nature is one of the biggest things that I could tell anybody to do. I mean, you know, going back to what I do with PTSD. So, you know, any one of us can go out into this woods and we could have these sightings, and it could say to you in your own mind that you're not going to go back in these woods because of what you've seen. And that's what a lot of the reports are, is that people say, I've not been back there in years. I don't know if I want to go there, or they would only go with somebody, not by themselves, you know?
Yeah.
And that just, it creates a mindset to the point that that's what happens. You just spend your life just ignoring what happened. As far as ignoring it, it's like not going back. You don't want to face it again. Personally, I want to face it again.
I've actually talked to quite a few people who have seen Bigfoot and caused them to have PTSD, like actually caused them to be so traumatized that they never want to go back into the forest again. I've spoke with these people, and they've told me it scared them so much that they, you know, are just traumatized.
And that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Right. And so Ron actually goes all over the country trying to help people deal with the PTSD and to at least bring awareness, because some people, they don't know they have it.
Yeah.
And they wonder why they get so scared.
Yeah.
Right.
It's, I mean, there's tendencies in anything that you're dealing with. You could not want to do certain things in your life. I spent a lot of time being scared of public. I just public speaking and everything else growing up in school is kind of hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
Well, next time you get scared, when you're standing up there in front of everyone, and you're getting nervous, just picture everybody in their underwear.
Oh.
Except for me, because that would probably traumatize you all to itself. But everyone else, then you'll calm down, and then you'll be able to, you know, do your thing.
Well, I see a person said that it took them 4 years to get back into the woods. That's exactly perfect example. I mean, some people will never go back into the woods, whether they have somebody with them or not. It is a really hard thing to deal with. So what I'm trying to do is get people to open up about their stories, because, again, going back to the ridicule, people get ridiculed for the belief in Bigfoot, whether you've seen them or you haven't seen them. Going to these shows and watching the TV programs, watching documentaries, it gives people a sense of, okay, this is really going on, but it's still a stigmatized thing that people don't believe, and they're afraid to tell their story because they've been ridiculed.
Yep.
So it makes it very hard. I spent some time worrying about people ridiculing me, and it wasn't until I got out of school that, you know, life started happening and things changing with me, that I started picking up in what I really want to do with my life. And, you know, I started coming up here into these mountains, and I would go fishing. And while I'm here, I would take walks in the woods and just research what these woods have gotten available for me to check into. I mean, we haven't made it to the site yet, but, you know, I found Indian burial grounds up in these mountains. There's a lot to see up here. This is a Native American grounds. So there's multiple ways to experience this.
You know, I really ridicule you all the time, right?
He does.
All the time. Like right now. How dare you?
He's trying to keep me laughing. I get too serious about it sometimes. But I mean, it is a serious thing. But like, you know, him and I have talked about this a lot. And this is what I do in my speeches is I do joke around a little bit just to get the people open up and comfortable enough to come talk to me. And it works really well.
Yep.
I was just up in Marionville this past weekend for the Bigfoot festival over there at Forest County. And I was trying to take care of our booths, and this is what happens, and it's okay. I welcome people to do this. I'm not complaining, but I'm just explaining that I had probably 20 people in one day out of the 3 come over and see my sign and realize what I'm doing, and they will stop and talk to me about their experiences. And I don't do it just for the Bigfoot world, as a lot of people know, that it's for the military, it's for the first responders, and it's for people out there that are not in any of these entities. You know, it doesn't matter who you are, you can get this in your life. You know, there's other members of the service or the first responders, like we've got, you know, FBI agents and the police and
Girl guides.
girl
Just kidding.
guides.
Sorry, my mind. Yeah.
He's always on. But I mean, that's what I try to do too, is like, you know, we joke around, and I joke around when I tell my stories, because laughter is the best medicine. It opens you up. And this is why I'm Biker Bigfoot. You know, I've gotten so ingrained into the research and the love for Bigfoot that I became Biker Bigfoot. And
he dresses up in a Bigfoot outfit and rides around, and it draws in attention because people are like, what? A guy dresses up in a Bigfoot costume
and ride a Harley.
Yeah, and rides a Harley. Right? He's gone from riding the trike. He's now like doing Harley. But people are like, they love it. They think, wow, this is really cool.
And it really does bring attention to it.
Yeah, I should have gotten one of your photos so I could put it up on here. Shame on me. See if I can find
That's okay.
one.
How dare you?
Find me on Facebook. You'll see.
Yep.
It's as you know, my name is Ron Howes. That's a platform of my own personal Facebook page. I have a Facebook platform called Biker Bigfoot. I also have Believe in Yourself, Fight Against PTSD. That is all a group. This is all stuff that you can follow, join, whatever you want to do, and you can also jump in there and
So I have a documentary film series called Searching for Sasquatch. I also have another documentary film series called Paranormal Adventures. You can find them all over. They are seen all over the world, like in 42 different countries. You can find me on Facebook under Jason Kenzie. You can also, if you go on Tubi and in the search bar, just put Jason Kenzie and all my documentaries will come up, 16 of them. I'm working on 17 and 18. This one is going to be number 25, only because I have some expeditions I've already filmed, some documentaries that I'm still working on. And yeah, just recently I just found a nest, a giant nest.
Oh, there it is.
Wow, that is incredible. Look at the way the wheels on those are. That's amazing. The bike, I love to. Yeah, you're in the way of it though. That's a nice bike. That is very. I like that. Yeah, but anyway, that's
Pennsylvania. Yeah, the Keystone State. Yes.
Yeah, and after this, we're gonna go and to Hunt Fest.
Yeah. Well, we have a little bit of stuff going on this weekend, but next weekend, we are going to be heading down to
like we're going to be going to we're going to be West Virginia.
Mr. Q.
And I'm actually going to, how dare me? Get with it, Jay. We're going to be going down to West Virginia, and I'm going to be
Lake
filming.
Shawnee.
Yeah, I'm going to be. Is that with the Mothman? Is that
no.
what you're talking about?
No.
Damn, Jay. Damn. I'm out of here.
Calm down.
So we're
Well,
going
this weekend we're doing.
so
We're going to Mothman.
doing a documentary on Mothman, and then after that, we're going to be going to West Virginia to the Bigfoot
the
conference.
following weekend. That'll be June 21st. We will both be down in Lake Shawnee Amusement Park. It's the first time ever that this event has ever been placed on this property. Nobody's ever been allowed on this property until now.
Yeah.
So this is a groundbreaking event, and Jason and I are both will be speaking there. Christy, my fiance, she'll be there as well with her products. Cryptid Chaos Designs
with the haunted
but
castle or
well, that's
Fest.
the next day.
No, there's so much of it during that I'm like
we are like booked this whole month.
So Haunt Fest, that's where we're going to be.
Yeah, Haunt Fest is June 21st.
Yeah.
So we'll be there from 12 noon till 12 at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Once we're done with the night expedition there, we're going to be jumping in our vehicles, heading all the way back to Pennsylvania, getting up Sunday morning, June 22nd, to be in Brownsville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's a Bigfoot like
Paranormal.
a town hall meeting, Bigfoot and paranormal combined. We're gonna have people come and tell us their stories. I'm gonna be filming their interviews. Anyone wants to get their interview on a documentary, they can. And it's going to be on the grounds of a haunted castle.
Nemacolin Castle, to be exact, in Brownsville, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Historic.
Mary knows very well where that's at.
Oh yeah.
And you
my
can
family's from that area.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be dressed up as a man at arms in that big.
I didn't know about this.
Oh, this is I forgot to tell you.
I'm surprised.
I'm going to be the shortest. What do you call the armor? Man at armor. What do you call that? Yeah.
Knight
in shining armor. That's what you can find me doing that.
Knight in shining armor. You go, boy.
I'm going to be a prince charming.
Okay, yeah. So that's that weekend, and the final weekend of the month is West Virginia Bigfoot Museum Festival.
Yeah.
It is June 26th, 27th, and 28th. We will both be there. Christy again will be there because June 27th at 6:30 will be our wedding.
Oh, not us.
No, my fiance and I, Christy. No, he's going to be there because he's filming the wedding.
I'm going to be filming the wedding. I'm going to be making a nice little wedding package, and I'm going to kind of put some of it into a documentary.
Aww.
So it's going to be pretty exciting. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
It's very exciting. We have a lot planned for the wedding, and as you know, weddings don't last very long. We got probably about 20 minutes to half an hour segment that we're going to be doing this. There's a lot of people involved, and we've had it opened up. I'm sure people have seen our videos that we've done, Christy and I, whenever we've got out and shown everybody what we're doing. But again, 6:30 at the show. Come visit us. Come see us at our booths.
Come say hi.
Say hi.
Tell us your story.
Yes.
Your Bigfoot or paranormal story would be okay. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
What it is exactly.
Mothman. Mothman.
Yep, Mothman.
Whatever it may be.
Chicken Man. There may not be one, but let's make something up.
There's one now.
Yeah, it just went by. Look, it laid an egg.
But yeah, it's a month long full of fun. But he said this will be coming out later on in a year for the documentaries that he's working on with me.
Tonight we are going to be going into the forest behind us in front of the Hilton, and we're going to go up. Maybe we might go about 2,000 feet in, and we're going to string up some hammocks.
Oh, okay.
And
Bigfoot
we're going to
burritos.
see if anything will walk up. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
It's actually going to be hammock
I like
tents.
that.
Yeah.
Bigfoot burritos.
Hammock tents. So we're going to be strung out. We're going to be strung out.
So strung among the trees.
Yeah, among the trees. And we're going to see if
it's all about the word usage.
If anything comes out. Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun. really, it's going to be a blast. And if this is the last time you see us, well, that sucks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well,
We get
it's
dragged
nice
out
knowing
Hug
of
you.
the
everybody. Good seeing you.
forest. Nice talking to you.
Nah, it should be
And
fun. I'm
I'm
sure.
not worried because I am a Bigfoot. So
The big,
That's,
I mean,
that's right.
tobacco sauce all
Yeah.
over me just to get back to Sasquatch.
yeah.
Take a bite out of my arm and go,
Well,
Yep.
something else we have to do too is we wouldn't be able to do all this without the crew.
true.
The crew.
Who's that?
Well, you already saw his face on screen, so you got to make sure you tell him who he is.
No, we do everything just ourselves. No. So anyway, we're with
There in the background.
we have a retired federal agent named David Dominique, and he helps with filming and transportation, and
Setting up the camp and
I
cooking.
can run faster than him, so he's great for going into Bigfoot country. Then we
Perfect.
have what's that? What's your name over there? We have Sherry Barsha.
Barsha.
Anyway, she helps out a lot. She cooks, she cleans. And she helps film too, so it's a lot of fun. We have a couple other people too.
It's a shared thing whenever you go out with him because I've actually held the camera and done some shots. So he's a good teacher on how to do that. So
That's
I don't know
good.
where you got your training at though.
YouTube.
Okay.
I've been doing films and documentaries for
A long time.
a long time. So
Yeah.
for 25 years, I had a web series called Jason Kenzie's Animal Adventures. And it was basically behind the scenes of my animal photo shoots. So I would go and interview people that had like 5 wolves or a 900-pound grizzly bear or a 400-pound tiger, monkeys, you name it, kangaroos.
Werewolf. Where how do you pronounce that?
What
The werewolf? Is that?
Oh, it's chipmunks. Anyway, no cages. There would be no cages, and I would go and interview the people, and I'd want to interact. So I did about 400 little web series of 400 videos, and you can find that on YouTube. And I did that for many years, and now I just do documentaries searching for Sasquatch. And my documentaries are what we have to do, searching for evidence of these creatures. And we've had some crazy stuff happen to us, like crazy stuff. Things.
Yep.
I'm a 50% believer, but just recently we found a giant nest, about 6.5, 7 feet in diameter.
Okay.
And it was actually in the middle of northern Michigan.
Okay.
On it was a national forest. Yeah, and it was incredible, like to come across that. And we saw there was eye shine, things yelling at us, moaning at us, and running off into the forest. Yeah, it was crazy. At one point, I left everyone, went up this embankment, and saw this. It wasn't really that big. It was kind of big, but it was hunched over, and it moved so fast, and it was right in front of me, about 5 feet, and it went poof, so fast, and I almost fell backwards because I was on a bit of a hill. Scared the heck out of me. And lucky, my camera was rolling, but everyone could hear it crashing in the forest. And out of all the places I've traveled around the world, all the places I've traveled searching for these creatures in North America, the one state that I've had the most experience, or it would be Michigan. And that'd be the Texas and Louisiana and Florida and Oregon, Washington, the Rocky Mountains in Alberta.
Have you gone to Oklahoma yet?
Minnesota. Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear a roar that was caught in Minnesota?
Sure.
I wonder if you could hear it. I don't even know, but let me just play it for you.
Would be excited to hear that. Yeah.
It is. My hair stands up.
So this by a First Nations elder, a guy that lived on the Red Lake Indian Band reservation. And when he caught this when he heard this, not only did he catch it on audio, it scared him so bad that he got PTSD and he never left his house. He never went back into the forest again, and it just terrified him. And gave the She Squatchers, Jen Cruz, because she is Red Lake Indian Band. She's a member of it. He gave this audio to her, or it was actually, I think it was the elders or the older guy's grandson, and gave it to Jen, and gave me permission to put it in number 10 of Searching for Sasquatch at the Minnesota Roars. Cool. And we tried so hard to try and get him to go on camera and tell us about it, and he refused. He didn't want his name. He didn't want anybody, even after he died about 2 years ago. And even then, we made a pact that we would never say his name, just because it was just out of respect. But here we go. There's about 5 of them, and they're going crazy. Tell me if you could hear it. Sounds hurt or mad.
Yeah.
Give it a second. They all go completely nuts. Here it comes.
Very cool.
So that one right there, the last little bit that you heard, if you listen to it, you'll hear it. It goes, it roars, and then it goes whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
If you listen very quietly, the last, I'll point to it. That part right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard the T-Rex roar in there too.
Jen had it analyzed had a professional primatologist, or someone that was a professional on primates, listen to it, and she said that there is nothing on this planet that can do that except for a gorilla.
Right.
And so it was pretty incredible. And so there's one more, but this is only, well, you'll see, it's half a second long. Get ready.
Cool.
So I've heard this same kind of roar in Texas along the Louisiana River.
Yep.
I've actually heard that same kind of roar. We were like surrounded by these creatures, and they were going off, roaring and howling and screaming, and just, it was amazing, terrifying. But I am not kidding. It went on for so long, like 45 minutes to an hour. It went just constantly all around us, that after a while, it became kind of numb, and we would be sitting around the fire. And we'd be like, so anyway, so you're going to have a hot dog? That'd be really good. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, another howl. So anyway, about that hot dog and get some ketchup on it. That's exactly what was happening. I'm not kidding it. There were so many going around that at the beginning, I'm like, oh my God, we're going to die. Quick, hot sauce.
Yep, been there. Yep.
And that's pretty much, in Texas.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It could be terrifying, but I'm still alive, so obviously they don't want to kill you.
Yeah, Yeah, they always stop just short, and it's a heck of a. They are masters of intimidation, absolute masters.
And if
But
we have the guts enough to stand our ground, not like
yeah,
be mean about it, just
No.
like, okay,
Yeah.
I mean, come on over and say hi, you know. Maybe someday.
Someday. But before we leave, everyone out there that's listening and watching this, please come out, come visit Ron, come shake his hand. He's going to be touring all those. What he's doing is an incredible thing, trying to help people.
yeah,
And he's more than welcome for you guys to come up and say hi. Like, stalk him, like, for sure. Hide behind bushes with cameras. And, he loves this kind of
That
stuff.
went the other
I'm
direction
pretty
all of
sure
a sudden. He was
that
being
went
so sincere.
sideways. Went sideways really fast. Call his house. Call his pager. Because, he lives in a stone age. Who has a pager?
I don't have a pager.
that
Anyway,
reminds me, Ron.
Seriously.
Ron,
Yeah, I got to
yeah,
call
that
him.
reminds me. Tara says hi. She's listening.
Hello.
Hey, Tara. I love
She's in
Tara.
her car listening.
That's good. But honestly, yeah, seriously, people come out, come visit with Ron, tell him your story, and he can
Yeah.
find you help if you're scared of anything, like if you have PTSD for anything, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's what I'm here for. I had no idea that this was going to be my path. I spent many of years not realizing, none of us really know what our path is. And just in the last couple of years, with me actually going public about my research and going out there and being biker Bigfoot and working with people with PTSD and obviously suicide prevention, there's help with that with 988. Check out the videos that we've been doing, because some of them have been put out, it's like just us walking through nature and just talking about some things too. This is really tranquil being out here, and it's really peaceful. I mean, it's very exciting. Obviously, we long to have I long to have my sighting again. He's longed to have his first sighting.
yeah, at least my daytime sighting. I mean, I've had lots of like odd things happen with the creatures looking at you from behind trees.
Yeah. I've had that many times too. It gets unnerving when you don't know what's in front of you. But I mean, if you feel that you're able to, not sounding mean again, stand your ground and basically welcome them, I hope that we can get our pact back with them someday.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people might know the story about what happened, why they don't. I don't know the full story, but I know some of it about how they at one time had a good relationship with our Native Americans, and just something happened and they kind of stepped away from us. So I mean, yeah, and I say this at my speeches, like, humans are a very dangerous animal. We're one of the most dangerous creatures out there.
I'm more worried about the humans too.
Yeah,
like, you terrify me, man. Like,
but it can be terrifying, because I mean, like I had grown up, going through my childhood, having bullies, domestic issues with your relationships and family, or just other people around you. Like, you can definitely get PTSD from those things, and it can be very hard dealing with that PTSD, to the point where some people will take their lives, and that just one little thing could be said wrong from somebody. You don't know what's going on in somebody's head. You don't know how they're feeling. You absolutely do not know how they're feeling about themselves personally, and just one wrong little thing and that's not what we want. That I'm trying to project the positive. I'm trying to project, just the peace and the love and just the natural beings of things, you know, and that's one of the things that I really love about being out in nature is the peace and the love that's out here, being in nature and knowing that this is here provided for us.
Mhm.
And I strongly believe that's what
Yeah.
the Sasquatches are all about, is peace and love. And being out here in nature, looking for them, like if we project that while we're here, that, you know, it keeps things calm, and they'll be able to come forward to us.
It's true. I love it out here. I mean, it's great. You know, it's great to be out in here. Fucking mosquitoes.
Those
and just
candles aren't working.
no, you have this candle and
Yeah,
the bloody
the
mosquitoes.
citronella candle. But there it is. You know,
Yep.
the comedy. It's just like I just hope that people understand that we are here to. He is as well. You know, I mean, he jokes around. He's very serious about his work. I'm very serious about my work. And but like I said, you know, joking around and you know, creating a comedy just to try to get people to open up and understand the warm feeling that we have inside of us, to get people to talk to us. You know, I want to be people to understand that we're approachable.
Yeah, you can come talk to us. You know,
It's well, another thing that I've been talking about lately is the fact that I found out about some of my roots. I come from circus. I descend from circus.
Oh,
So
he smells like a circus too. We've been out here for a while.
Here I do.
Like I smell like short Sasquatch.
But yeah, I mean, my last name is Howes, Howes. If anybody looks back through the history of the circuses, it was International House Circus, and in the mid to late 1800s, they came together with P.T. Barnum before it was P.T. Barnum and Howes, or P.T. Barnum and Bailey. See, I said that wrong. It was P.T. Barnum and Howes before it was P.T. Barnum and Bailey. Retake.
what?
It's live. You can't retake
Oh, sorry.
it. Hi.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Okay, and
we've been
retake.
doing so much filming that just came out. But
I think she's frozen.
But it entering the fact that this is part of my roots, and I want to use that for the part where I try to be, and I have actually said this in the past too, where wearing my costume's kind of like my clown suit.
Yeah.
And
I'm wearing a clown suit right now. This is my outfit.
Take it off because I've seen you without it.
No, please don't.
But
What kind of documentary?
no, I mean, I've seen him without his clown suit.
Oh my
But anyways,
God. That
was metaphorically.
506.
That was metaphorically. Okay. So no, before I found out about my roots as a descendant of a circus, I always said for the PTSD side of this that, you know, some people will hide behind their feelings.
Yes.
Well, whenever I first started out into this, I was a little bit nervous, you know, and just getting out there as Biker Bigfoot gave me that opportunity to open myself up, because when I get in costume, I get a little bit goofy and animated and just have fun. And then when I take my mask off, I'm back to straight face. You know, I was very nervous about being in front of people for the longest time. And until Les O'Dell brought me to Sutton for the Bigfoot Museum Festival, I got to speak in front of 450 people and introduce Dr. Mildrum. These bugs are horrible. And introduce Dr. Mildrum, you know, and for some reason, this mission just hit my heart, and I followed it, and I went down there and I did that speech, and I walked in front of those people and I looked around the crowd and I did that speech like I had been doing it for years. This mission is so close to my heart that when I get up there in front of people, my fears are gone. I'm a little bit nervous before I go up, but when I get up there, because I'm afraid of messing up, and it happened in Marionville. He witnessed, like, when I got up there, I was nervous the whole time going up there because I actually had to take care of my booth. I had to take care of Christy's booth. Yeah. She wasn't able to come. So it's just like, okay, I got you. I was nervous that I was going to screw up. Yeah. And
I get up there and I'm like just standing there looking at all the eyes and I just start crying uncontrollably. And it's just pouring down.
He was not crying.
Okay, I didn't cry, but I felt like it sometimes.
But that's the emotions that we go through. I mean, I feel like sometimes we laugh because we don't want to cry. But I always looked at my costume as my mask to be able to put myself in front of people. But it got to be such a ritual of chaos. No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Yes, there was.
No.
That I was able to take the mask off and I was still me. As you see, we're joking around. It's like, you know, and I've kept this company around me, him and other people, that has kept me being able to be that person out of costume. I want to project that positivity. That is everything that I try to project. And he caught on to that. And that's why we're here now. You know, he wanted to be able to work with me and promote me and get me out there. And we've had some heart to heart talks about this. And it's just, I love the fact that you're bringing me on a show. I've had numerous other people's bringing me onto their podcasts because they see the positivity that I'm projecting.
You know that
very thankful.
Support.
Trust me, I am hugely thankful for everybody.
Yeah, you know
that is 100% right. You have to have a good support system.
Yeah. Yeah, because I began my organization.
It's great to be around
to help
people
with
you get along with,
PTSD,
right?
And to help them out because I could see the same as you how people suffered, you know, after having a traumatic experience. So my own sister, you know, after her sighting, you know, she still shakes after, you know, her sighting. And
does she go into the forest? Does she still does she hike in the forest?
No, we were in a vehicle at the time, and it was up in a tree. And it was sitting up in a tree. We were out in Oklahoma on an expedition, and we were heading out of an area, and because we had all kinds of activity. And we were just driving out, and she looked over, and there was one sitting up in a tree. And she couldn't even speak. You know, it was hard to drag out of her what she had seen. But you know,
how old were you when that happened?
My sister, she was, let me think, she was about 67. Yeah, about 67.
67. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's too bad that she's so scared that she can't even go into the forest to actually enjoy the beauty, right?
Yeah. Well, she'll go with me because she knows that I'll protect her. I'll kick anything's butt to protect my sister.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Ron knows. I chased after.
It also helps. Yeah.
Yeah, I chased after them with a golf club.
That will definitely take one down, especially if we smash it in the big toe.
Yes, right? I know. He made me very angry, and I wasn't thinking.
Toes.
I wear steel toes, so he can't do that.
Wait, do you actually wear steel toed?
Yes.
When you go hiking?
Yes. My feet are messed up. These boots are more comfortable than anything else I've had. So
I would never hike with steel toed. I mean, like that's
you never know when you need a weapon.
It's so heavy. What, you won't have time to. Oh my God! Look, it's a Bigfoot. Hold up a second. I'm just. Oh God! I have a knot.
No,
hold up, Bigfoot. I'm gonna hit you with the shoe. Yeah, but anyway, it's you know, we have a lot of fun out here. It's getting late now, so we should get going soon because we have an expedition to go on nighttime.
Okay. I'll have to give you guys some tips to give you a little bit better chance to have something, to see something.
Okay, yeah. You want to send us some tips? for
Yeah,
us
I'll tell
to
you right
see?
now.
Okay, okay, go ahead. We're all
If
ears.
there's, you got to ring the dinner bell. In
Got it.
other
Got the
words,
dinner bill? Got it.
are you are you in a campground?
Yes. We're
We're in
just
the
on the
woods.
we're in the woods, but there's a campground. Like there is a
There's a
well,
campsite.
it's a campsite. We're
Okay.
pretty far
But
away from it.
we're deep in.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And are there any
With earth?
dumpsters nearby?
No,
No.
we're so no. We have to bring our food and garbage out.
Yeah. That's how far back we are.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna, or else just go somewhere where there's a dumpster and just
We have
bang
a
the lid.
backpack over there.
Bang the lid.
Bang the lid.
Lift it up and let it
Call
drop.
it a dinner.
That's ringing
Okay.
the dinner bell. That brings them in.
Okay.
Honest to God, it does.
Yep. Okay. And any other tips? Go with someone that runs slower than you. That's a good tip.
Yes, yes.
That's
But yeah,
horrible.
where there's a creek, go down in
Wanna
a
go
hollow.
fast enough.
Not very fast.
Water, go by the water.
Oh yes.
We're by water. There is water. There is a stream not too far away.
Okay. Well, then you should be okay. You know, if there's history of Bigfoot sightings in the area, which Mount
Yes.
Davis, I've heard, because I have a map of sighting reports around Pennsylvania.
Well,
It's on my group, Ron.
we're at the highest point of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That map, Ron, is on my group
Okay.
in the featured section.
When I finally do get this documentary done, is it okay if I post it on your?
Please.
Yeah.
Please do. Yes.
This would be my second time doing a documentary on Pennsylvania. The first time we just had crazy stuff, and that just launched a few weeks ago. The Pennsylvania Bigfoot documentary.
Okay, great.
So what number is that? So I think that's number 11. I think number 11.
Sounds about right.
Is that
I
right?
was trying to
11.
think. I
Anyway,
couldn't
there's so many documentaries I've done.
Yeah.
But anyway, either it's 11 or 15. Actually, I think it's number 15 is the Pennsylvania Bigfoot one that we did last time.
Okay, great.
So,
Yeah. Yeah,
but it
please.
was nice meeting
post
you.
it. Yeah, nice meeting you also. And whenever you come back, hopefully we'll be able to go out Bigfoot and Ron
Yes,
and
that would be
and
fun.
everything. It'd be
Jason.
fun. All right. Yes, Ron
Well,
and
you-
Jason.
Everybody heard our platforms. So if there's anything that you need from me, obviously, because of the PTSD, please reach out and check out those platforms, because you will see everything that I am doing. You'll see everything he's doing. It's just that's the way it is. You know, we share everybody's stuff. So that way everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But check it out, because we have got a few more things going on this month that you might want to come see us.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, guaranteed. All right. Well, I guess we'll say goodbye.
Yes.
You guys have a great night. Thank you so much. And,
Thank you.
May the Bigfoot bite.
No,
The
may
night?
the Bigfoot be with you
That too.
for our trekkies. Yeah. Come on, fingers. There we go.
All right. See you guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
All right, guys. Fantastic. Make sure that you check out. I'll get a copy of the links to their platforms. Ron, he's on Facebook, so look him up and check out all of the different things that he's got going on. And Jason, his organizations, his platforms and videos I'll get a link to those and I'll put it up, on the in the description so everyone can check it out. But yeah, you're right, Melvin. They're having fun. They're out in the woods. I'm jealous, but that's where I'll be. Not in that area. We'll be going up to the Allegheny National Forest in June 19th through 22nd. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully the weather holds out. Right now they're predicting rain. But hey, that's the chances that you take. Thank you, Mark. So, hey, it's early. It's early yet, guys. So what's going on, guys? Mark, you got anything going on? Any stories to tell? Anyone? Yeah, those, Melvin, you're right. Those recordings, that audio, that was fantastic. That brought back memories. Yeah, Tracy, you're right. Tom Fody had his first experience in the UP. I think the problem with, I think there was a little bit of lag there. I think that there were a few seconds between whenever I would speak and they would be able to hear what I'm saying. So a little bit of communication problems, but hey, it worked out. Got the point across. Oh, Mark, sorry to hear it. Oh, we'll keep your health in our prayers. Yeah, Patty. Yeah, same here. I wish I still had that energy. Wish I did. Yeah, Mark, I'm sorry to hear that you're having health problems. But everyone, I want, somehow I forgot to mention it during my announcements section, but if anyone is in need of prayer, let me know. You can say it right here in the chat, or else you can just say, keep me in prayer or pray for me in the chat. If you want it to be private, send me a message. I've got, a number of friends, some family members, who are all in need of prayers. A few people on here on the chat who are in need of prayer. Okay. Sorry to hear about that, Mark. Yeah, definitely. Definitely you're in our prayers. And, but yeah, there's a lot of people in the Bigfoot community, a lot of good friends who are just having some problems right now. And not only, our own families and circle of friends, but, in the Bigfoot community, there's a lot going on in the world right now. And I think that, it's either the forces of evil coming down and affecting us, attacking us, or it's, who knows? But whatever's going on, there's a lot of stuff going on, and we all are in need of your prayers. Pray for our leadership and what's going on in the world today. There's too much going on, but better days are coming. Better days are always coming. Thank you, Melvin. Yes, prayers for everyone. So, anyone here? Oh, I'll bring comments up again, so it'll come up on screen. Hopefully so. They were supposed to. There we go. Okay. You're looking forward to your upper taker? Oh, okay. I get it now. it clicked. it clicked what you were saying there, Mark. I like that. I do. I like that. Yep, very good. Yeah, that was a little bit of a head scratcher at first, and I thought, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. But going back to Ron and his mission of helping people with PTSD, it is so important, so very important, because I run into so many people, at the festivals and online here. It's hard. It truly is. You listen to them, and I remember one gentleman. He was at the Jefferson County Paranormal Festival a couple years ago. He and his daughter came up to me. His daughter came up to me first, and I can't remember exactly how she put it, but there was a little bit of a subtle jab at her father, about what he was saying to her that he had experienced. And it, after she spoke for a little bit, it got to me exactly what she was saying, that she was putting him down and kind of making fun of him. And so I called him over, and she went on to do other things visit other booths at the festival. And I called him over, and I said, "Here, pull up a chair, sit down and talk to me." And this man told me about his sighting. He had seen a Bigfoot standing next to his barn, and he said that it stood underneath a tree, and the tree limb came out just above its head, and he knew exactly what the height was because of that tree limb. So he knew just how huge this creature was. And his voice shook, and he went on to say that he had been a professor at the college, and he said that family started to ridicule him. Students and some of the faculty members were ridiculing him, and my heart just broke for him. He was crying. Tears were coming down his face, and he was just suffering so bad, from the ridicule. And it's hard whenever you're sitting with someone like that, and you just want to hold them and let them know that while you're here with me, I'm not going to let anything touch you. I'm not going to let anyone make fun of you. That, if you belong to my organization, if you belong to my group, while you're in there, I'm not going to let anyone touch you. Because, with my Facebook group, we have zero tolerance for any type of ridicule or harassment. Those trolls, they get out. I kick them out. Patty and the other moderators and admins, Tony, and so on, and Bob. We and Pam. We boot them out. We've got a good group of moderators in there, and I'm so proud of our team that they keep things in order. They keep the trolls out. They're very good at what they do, and that way because at the beginning, whenever I first started the Facebook group, it was just me. And thousands joining and so on and so forth. And I would have moderators on there. But unfortunately, a lot of them really didn't help very much. So it was still mostly me doing all the work. And that was extremely stressful because here I'm handling this huge group, as well as trying to organize the campouts and other things that was going on within the Bigfoot world. My speaking engagements, the festivals, and so on. And but over time, I was able to get the right people and get them to stay. And now, I think right now we've got the perfect team. And Patty Fry, she's one of our moderators, and she is fantastic. Tony LeRae, he is another one. He's all over the Bigfoot and Dogman groups. Fantastic. Bob Walls, another gentleman who is absolutely fantastic. Pam Jones and my sister Debbie. Fantastic team. I cannot speak highly enough about them. Just so proud of them. And but yeah, whenever I started it, like I said, it began, not only, learning about, the Bigfoot in our area in Pennsylvania, and going out on all these expeditions and going out and investigating and so on. It was impressed upon me, all the people. Tracy, no. No. That so many people were suffering from PTSD. And at one point in time, there was a YouTube channel called Cryptid PTSD. And I don't think he's active. I don't think he's putting any more videos out, unfortunately, because he was actually doing a lot of good, in the field. Oh. Well, Patty, I hope that whenever you do, I hope that I'm with you. Okay? I really do. I really hope that I'm with you, whenever you do see one. You were given to someone as a gift. You are a gift, Patty. Okay? You are a gift. And I thank God, for you. I don't want you to put yourself down. Yeah. Ron's a good guy. Yep. Melvin's right. We'll support you all the way. Yeah, if you see one, I really do hope that I'm with you, so I can trip you and run away. No, I'm just kidding. Who's slower? Probably me. That's why I have to trip you. No, we love you, Patty. So anyone, what's going on here? What's going on? Anything new, exciting? Yeah, where's Jerry? He's disappeared. He's probably busy. And yeah, Dave was in earlier. Whenever I popped on earlier, but he was digging post holes, and then he was going to go to California near Mount Shasta tomorrow. So keep him in your prayers. Yeah, Melvin, try to get a blurry pic. Yeah. So guys, come on. Anyone want to pop on? Talk about what's going on? I don't know what's going on here, but I think the chat's running a little slow here because I see. Okay. No, it's behind. That's what I see. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm looking up here on the screen, here on the lower right here. What I'm seeing is that is a little bit behind. Yeah, that's a little bit behind. Yeah, Mark, I wish you had some news to report, but Boycott Walmart, yes. For the longest time, I was having my groceries I had a certain things, that I would order every month from Walmart, and I would have it delivered, all the groceries. And, it was just automatic. First of the month, they would gather it up and deliver it. It saved me from having to go shopping in there, which I won't do. But after what I heard about I guess the daughter-in-law of Sam Walton, she's being an idiot. So I canceled that order, canceled it, and I just went over to the Instacart app and went into the Aldi's app, and I can find most everything in Aldi's. Everything else I can sort of substitute and get close from the local Shop and Save. unfortunately, it won't be automatic and it won't keep coming up the same order every month. I wish I could do that, you know. Walmart, from what I hear, Tracy, they did publish a, I guess, a repudiation of the daughter-in-law, that she is not on the board of directors. She has nothing to do with the running or business or administration of Walmart. She just collects monthly dividends because of her husband was the son of Sam Walton. Her husband passed away, I guess, in a plane crash or something a few years ago, and she's got billions on her own now, and she's just being stupid with it. But her choice. Yeah, Sam is probably rolling in his grave. Oh, you can't get your plants in. You haven't got them all planted. Oh, why? Because of the rain, or what's going on? Or is Ron still digging? Yeah, I've got my garden all planted. I just planted some squash, yellow squash, and a zucchini a few days ago. I got my my pumpkin seeds in. Tracy, good question. Good question. Who knows? Who knows? We may find out someday, you know, if it's been investigated. Don't know. But yeah, the pumpkins that I planted, I don't know if you guys remember, but last year it was the first time I had ever planted pumpkins. And these were, they're called Jarradale, Jarrahdale. They are blue pumpkins. That's like a powder blue, a very, very pretty powder blue pumpkin. And let me see if I can. No, I know I don't have it in my phone, and I probably wouldn't be able to find it in my thing, in my photo album too quickly. Although let me just take a quick look. Okay, photos. Yeah, if I can find them real quick, I'll put them up here. But these were so easy to grow. It's just that they grew and grew and grew and grew and grew and grew until the vines were like 30. Well, let me think. The house is, they probably grew about 50 feet, come to think of it. I was keeping them in one area so they wouldn't be trailing all over creation, all over the yard. Here they are. Okay. There they are. Okay. Now, isn't that pretty? But they are very good. They're eating pumpkins. I made pumpkin butter, and I canned pumpkin butter and pumpkin curry. So it's very good. So they're not only decorative, very pretty, but they're very good eating. Yeah, it's here, let me type this in. Gerardale pumpkins. I get my seeds off of Etsy. There's quite a few sellers on there, and they just, you see where these pots are behind the picture? The vines, see, that's just about to the end of the house, and the house is 60 feet long. And where I planted the pumpkins was about 10 feet in. So the vines went 50 feet out, just about to the end of the house. Right, I kept it in this this bed here where the black mulch is. Melvin, oh my goodness. You're coming to steal blue pumpkins. You know where I live. But yeah, they're so easy to grow. Yeah, just make sure you have plenty of room for the vines to go wherever you plant them. Melvin, oh my goodness. Holy moly. Wow. Yeah, I just planted some seeds maybe a week or so ago, and I had gotten these seeds off of Amazon, and nothing really has come up yet. So I'm not really trusting the ones off of Amazon. So just today I ordered more from Etsy, and yeah, the seller on there, the sellers, I trust a bit more. Melvin, okay, a parent turned it into you. Oh, Tracy, when your uncle was a Pittsburgh cop back in the 70s, he said it was too much paperwork to write up someone for a small amount of weed. Probably, yeah. Why bother? But yeah, there's that picture of Ron in his his Bigfoot costume. Wow, really? 9 foot high. Holy moly. You must have really um, fertilized it and taken care of it, and whew. Yeah, that's Mark, that's a smart thing to do. I tried to grow corn here, but the land the land that we're on used to be a cornfield, and it had been gone between soy fields one year to a cornfield the next year, and just back and forth, back and forth. And I think the earth is just so worn out, that it really didn't grow well. And then the deer got it. So forget it. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with corn. Hey, Melvin, he had a local greenhouse guy take care of it for you. Top secret, yes. And how did you repay him for his care? or dare I ask? Or you didn't ask? Something like that. You kind of go overlook it. Wow. Free tomatoes. Okay. Nice. Nice. I cannot wait until my tomatoes come in. My onions are, I planted them fairly early. Hey, there you are, Jeff. You missed the Bigfoot biker. Here, let me bring up his picture. He and the other guy, they're out in the field, up on Mount Davis, and if you know where that's at. Trying to remember what county that's in. It's in southern Pennsylvania, right along the Maryland state line. It might be some in Somerset County. I'm not sure. Either that or Bedford. Not quite sure. Oh, Tracy, fresh tomato sandwich with mayonnaise, butter, salt and pepper. Oh my God. You got my mouth. Yes, mayonnaise. Yes. So how's it going, Jeff? You've been all over the place. Got everything fixed that you were working on the other night? You know, guys, there was earlier, I'm just thinking while I'm here, Tracy, yes. Butter, absolutely. Yep. Got to slather that on. All right, guys, let me see. If you remember, a few months ago, whenever I was doing the raffles, I had Bigfoot. Here, let me take this picture off. I had Bigfoot pajama bottoms on, the other Christmas design, but they're these PJ bottoms. I have 4 pair. I'm not going to do any more raffles, but I'm just going to sell these off. I have 4 pair. They're all large, size large. Unfortunately, that's the only size I have. And I will sell these $20 including shipping. That is much cheaper. I've seen them going for $30 online. And but yeah, 20 including shipping. And I have 4 pair left. Let me know if you're interested. Also, I have 2 what you would call Hawaiian shirts, men's Hawaiian shirts with Bigfoot design. There's okay, let me see if it comes up. And they're short sleeve shirts, button down shirts. This one is cream with a blue Sasquatch. It's like the Washington State, the native design out there, the Salish tribe. I think that's similar to their design. And then I also have this other Bigfoot Hawaiian shirt. It's like a map of the West Coast from California on up to Oregon. And it has a big blue Sasquatch holding a fish. Both of these Hawaiian shirts, both short sleeve, they are both 3X. 3X. I will sell them. I'll sell them both. 2 for $20. And unfortunately, I cannot include shipping on that. But $6 shipping should cover both of those shirts. Yeah, Patty, Hawaiian shirts. And they're both 6X, or not 6X, 3X. And they're both Sasquatch design. So if anyone is interested, hit me up. I take PayPal, CashApp, or VENMO. Okay, Mark, you'll take the shirts? Okay. Send me a message later. And let me double check on these flannel PJ bottoms. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 pair. I have 4 pair of the flannel. They're Christmas design, but hey, wear them year round. They're size large, 20 including shipping. And yeah, size large. Okay, yeah, I'll PM you. Okay, all right. You'll go down Bigfoot history as the very last winner of a monkey wench raffle. Yes. But yeah, I'm just trying to make room in here. I've got so much merch, and unfortunately, since I'm not going to any of the festivals this year, all this merch that I've got piled up that I was looking forward to selling at all the festivals, It's just taking up space in here, so I got to get rid of it. I have ball caps. I've got hoodies. I've got like a little throw blanket with a Bigfoot. It's just a little one, like, oh, sorry, Sinead, I'm sorry. See if the size is on here. Yeah, this is a very small one. This is only like 16 by 24 inch. More like for put on a baby's bed or something. If you want to make your grandchild have a Bigfoot themed baby blanket. I don't know what I would let this go for. $5. $5 plus shipping. Shipping, I don't know exactly what it would be. That's about as light as a t-shirt, so that's about $5 shipping. So $10 for the baby blanket. I'll call it a baby blanket. Okay, Melvin, you want a hat? Hold on, let me grab one here and I'll show it to you. All right, let me take it out of the package because otherwise it'll just glare on the screen. Oh, Melvin, you want a hat and a book? Okay. Here, I'll show you the hat. Okay. There's the hat. Make me an offer on the hat. I'm not even going to say a price. Make me an offer. The book is $20, and that includes shipping. But here, I'll put it here so I know to take it upstairs, along with the 2 shirts for Mark. Yeah. But yeah, make me an offer on the hat, and we'll see. Okay. And thank you. I do appreciate this. We're looking for sponsors, monthly sponsors for the channel. And if you see below 30 for both, hey, yeah, they're yours. That's good. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, if you see below, there should be a join button, and that'll give you, the opportunity to support the channel and to keep this quality programming going. But no, guys, I do appreciate everything that you guys do for being here and listening to me ramble on, and our fantastic guests who come on. Tonight it was Ron and Jason and the endeavor that they're working on. I can't wait to watch the video from their documentary. This should be fun. And, excuse me. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. All right, Mark, I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll have to weigh those. My scale's upstairs, but I'll let you know, Mark. For some reason, my allergies are coming up right now, and I'm starting to get clogged up. So, tell you what, guys, let's shut it down. It's 9:30. I figured I was not going to go until 11 o'clock tonight because I'm exhausted. I'm wiped out, and it's been a good evening, and I thank you. Thank you for everything, for coming on, and just being here for me. And yeah, send me a message, guys, if you're interested in anything else here. I've got hoodies, so I've got t-shirts. Send me a private message, and we'll get things, get you guys some merch, some t-shirts and hoodies and whatever you want. I do have more ball caps also. And thank you, Gary. I will get your stuff out to you. I'm going to try to get to the post office tomorrow. I do apologize for taking so long. I'm sorry for that. All right, guys. You take care. And remember, next week, next Wednesday, there most likely will not be a podcast because I'm thinking I may go up to the campground a day early. If I don't, then I will have a podcast. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know Wednesday of next week. All right. All right. Good night, everyone. Love y'all. Take care. God bless. And Monkey Wench out.